Monday morning, meaties. Welcome back. Welcome back to your weekly live stream of horror news and channel updates. How you doing, dude? It's been almost a month. Shout out to Sinister Squid for being the first one in the chat this morning. Good to be back. We've had a lot of travel. Can't wait for hot sauce summer, Silly Town Citizen said. Yep, me too. I think we're recording episode 2 tonight. PJ DLC said they started reading the book The Long Walk because of how much I talked about last time, and they love it. Yes, hell yeah. Sorry for missing last... Oh, Mike is too quiet? Is that true? Mike is too quiet? I'm seeing it, The levels seem fine to me, but let me know if I gotta up that. Turn up your fucking headphones, dude. That's a you thing, alright? I got levels. I got data. I'm looking at bouncing figures. I'm good. Mug of the day is from Grand Central Cafe, which is the cafe that takes that resides in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. Yeah, we were in Florida for the opening of Epic Universe, which rules, by the way. We'll have a video out for you at some point with the Dark Universe adventures that we went on. We were there for like 4 days, getting to open that new park in Orlando, which was amazing. Then we flew directly from there to Texas for Texas Frightmare, which has always been one of our favorite conventions, and we had a grand time there. 3 days of a convention with an amazing lineup of other guests. Got to hang out with lots of fun people. Friends like Barbara, of course, Barbara Crampton. Cole Sprouse was really cool to chill with. He's an interesting guy. Love talking to him about random stuff. He's so knowledgeable about things. Melissa Barrera, sweetheart as always. Lauren Lavera, great. All the Terrifier folk were fantastic. So really fun to hang out with them. And then after 3 days of doing the convention, we had a live show talking about The Swarm at the Texas Theater. That episode is out. That was a podcast episode. It's a great episode if you haven't watched it. Yes, we did meet 3C Films, Chris. He came by. That was great. I watched his video on the convention. It was good. So, nice to see him in person. Did we talk to Tom since we were next to each other? Yeah, we talked a bit to Tom Savini. I heard about that title card reference in Curtis Connor's new video. I'm going to have to look at it. See what's up. Yeah, The Swarm was a bad movie, but a very fun show and podcast episode, so watch that if you haven't. And then we had the Travel Day from Hell on Memorial Day. Briefly, because I've already told this story a lot to friends, so I'm sick of telling it. And we got there's so many fucking news items that we got to get to, but we had like an 8 a.m. flight Monday morning, Memorial Day, and I didn't want to risk missing the flight, so I was like, let's get to the airport really early. Let's just get there at fucking 6, and we'll be good to go. So we get there like around 6, and we have 2 hours until our plane boards. So we go to the gate where our plane is, and because we were so tired, we both just passed out right there at the gate. I wake up, and then I'm like, something's wrong. And the destination on the gate was no longer Los Angeles, California. It was fucking Grand Rapids, Michigan, actually. And I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck's going on? And since we didn't book the flight, our convention manager did. I had no updates, no texts, nothing. So I had to find one of those boards. And I look up my flight, and the flight moved where it was. Yeah, no one woke us up. No employee, no other guests. I don't know if it changed gates before other guests got there, but it moved gates. Not only moved gates, it moved terminals. And it said it was boarding. Like, I found the flight, and it said it was boarding right there, and it moved it to an entirely different terminal that was so far away, we had to take one of those fucking Skyline trains to. We had to, like, run onto a train and take it to a whole different terminal. By the time we got there, the plane was gone, dude. And the next plane out that wasn't $1,000 each was, like, 6 hours later. Not only that, because we had gone to Florida and Texas and had brought a bunch of stuff to sell, we had 3 checked bags on that flight that we missed, full of fan stuff, of stuff from Universal, just like irreplaceable stuff. So that was on a plane that was going to land in LA 6 hours before us. We had to spend 6 hours at the fucking Dallas airport, which, fuck off, Dallas airport. I hate you forever. You're awful. You need more signage. You didn't wake us up. What the fuck, dude? And then our flight that we did get got delayed twice due to lightning. So instead of getting it at 10 a.m. like we should have, we got in at like 8 p.m. Thankfully, Chelsea's parents were watching the house while we were gone, and they are saints. They drove down to LAX, got our bags from the first flight, drove back home, and then came down to LAX again to pick us up when we landed. So, Bob and Claudia, absolute best. I love you guys so much. Thank you for saving our bags and for helping to redeem the end of that fucking awful travel day. Travel day from hell, man. It was horrible. It was so... Oh, and then we get back from that, and we find out we have a leaking pipe within our wall. So they had to come the next few days. There's a hole in my wall from the outside and the inside. There's just a hole that they had to do to, like, cut out a part of a hot water pipe. We had no water for a while. It was dumb. It was dumb. But now we're back. That's mostly fixed. Still got to get the hole patched. And now we can get to the news. Let's do it. I wasn't going to include this because there's just so many stories. I had to cut a few. But then Ben put it on the thumbnail, so I guess I gotta. They cast a new Slayer in the Buffy reboot at Hulu. Ryan Kiera Armstrong. I never watched Buffy, so it doesn't mean a lot to me. I know it means a lot to a lot of people, so that's good. Hope this is relevant and that you guys are... Oh, look, there he is, Ben. It's our brand manager and producer, Ben Bellevue, without whom these live streams would not happen. Thank you, Ben. So, yep, they cast a new Slayer. Ryan Kiera Armstrong, who was in Star Wars Skeleton Crew. I was doing a little video of SMG telling her about it, so that's cool. Great. Cool, there you go. Now that's going to be on Hulu in... Oh, no, they ordered it in February. Do we know when that's coming out? Oh, apparently what? Welcome to New Sunnydale. Apparently what? The town where the original series took place was obliterated in the series finale, leaving a giant crater. That's funny. They're like, ah, fuck. 20 years later or whatever, they're like, ah, just rebuild it. Shit. Okay. Osgood Perkins is launching his own production company. First look deal with Neon makes sense. He's been making them lots of money between Longlegs and The Monkey, and hopefully upcoming film this fall, Keeper, which will be with Tatiana Maslany. Thanks, Scalopleton. Nice to meet you in person. Nice to meet you there at Texas Frightmare. So he's going to be doing his own production company. So that'll mean, like, you know, signing other directors and filmmakers to make their films, helping them make it. That makes sense. He's on a fucking roll here. It must be so nuts for Osgood, because he's been making movies for a long time, but they were all really low-key indie projects for the most part. I mean, he's also an actor and has acted in a bunch of big projects, but it must be nuts to have gone from making a bunch of less seen movies over the years to just, like, blowing up and having all these huge projects come out back to back to back. So that's awesome. Elizabeth Olsen, Kristen Stewart, and Oscar Isaac are going to be in an 80s vampire thriller, Flesh of the Gods, made by Panos Cosmatos, who made Mandy. That sounds great. Hedonistic, too. Throw that in there. That's fun. So we may have already talked about these two in this movie before, but now Elizabeth Olsen is joining it. And it'll take place in 80s LA, which is always good. Basically, I'm excited for anything that Cosmatos is going to make. Mandy is a trip. I love it so much. so weird and surreal, and I love the style, so I'm excited to see what he does next with a script written by the guy who did Seven. Yes, I remember my first Mandiacs. Yes. His episode on GDT's show was good. Great. Okay, I only know of Freaked because Zorn always references it. I've never seen it. I don't really know what it's about. But apparently it's a cult classic of some, and I keep fucking hearing about it. It's Baader Meinhof for sure, because I had never heard of it before Zorn was like, in the To the Numbers bit for some movie that we covered, he mentioned doing a Freaked kill count, and I was like, nobody knows what that is. And then comments were like, I do. And then ever since then, I keep fucking hearing about it, and now it's getting a 4K release, so maybe we'll let Zorn do a Freaked kill count now that it's getting this 4K release. It's Alex Winter and Tom Stern. I don't know Tom Stern, but they co-wrote and co-directed this, I believe. It's heavily referenced in Destroy All Neighbors. That makes sense, because that's... Oh, yeah, it was Llamageddon kill count. Thank you, MG. Or as Sarah011 says, Llama Godson. That's my favorite kill count, is Llama Godson. Yeah, this seems like a horror comedy, heavy on the comedy with a lot of like practical effects. It's giving me Nothing But Trouble. Is that a fair comparison? Is that... Every image I see from this, I'm like, what the fuck is this movie? It's like Basket Case 2. And, well, I hope it's better than Nothing But Trouble, Shifty. You can't get much worse than Nothing But Trouble. Although Tyler Adams loves Nothing But Trouble. Brie Larson is going to star in a movie. I love that, like, it makes sense that the headline says producer J.J. Abrams and Brie Larson as the star. That makes sense. They're the big names. But what's interesting to me about this movie, Wild Ride, which is a creature horror... Or wait, no. The movie is Failsafe. Wild Ride is a description of what it is. What makes sense to me about... Or what's exciting to me about this movie is that it is being directed by J.T. Molnar, who did Strange Darling, which is great. And it's being written by Brian Duffield, who did No One Will Save You. So these two names are much more exciting to me as a horror fan than J.J. Abrams, who, you know, obviously has a bunch of big stuff under his belt, but that director-writer team seems pretty cool. So, Failsafe is a horror film that makes you laugh, feel, and care before taking you on an absolutely wild ride. Has Brie Larson been in a horror film before? Is this her first? I loved Room way back in the day. Way back in the day, it was 2016. This is almost a decade. She's real good in that. All right, well, welcome to the club, Brie. We have stickers. I saw the TV Glow has its first anniversary, and with that, it will get a VHS release. The film on VHS. This looks like a really cool case. And then it's got some other merch that you can get. Is this at the A24 store, I am assuming? Where's, So all those big fans. Oh, that's a candle. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's real cool. I like that. A24 always has such cool shit, man. Get a shirt here. Pin set. Oh, the fucking Man in the Moon, great. Or Mr. Moon or whatever. That hat, I see I see a lot of people wearing that hat at conventions and stuff. So good hat, good low key hat. I think Ben bought it. Yeah, but Ben bought it. Ben bought it immediately. Blu-ray, soundtrack. There you go. This isn't really horror, but Alex Garland is directing a film adaptation of Elden Ring from A24. I only know Elden Ring because my wife is an Elden Lord, which she accomplished on stream. And Alex Garland, of course, is responsible for many great horror films, having written 28 Days Later and the upcoming 28 Years Later. Also made one of my favorite movies ever, Annihilation. I'm reading that book right now, actually. A fan gave the book to me at Texas Frightmare. I didn't expect it to be so short. I thought it would be like a much bigger book. I was like, oh, that's it? I'll read it. So I'm almost done with it. Alex not retiring after all, Garland. Oh, MG saw Annihilation recently and loved it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Elden Ring, yeah. The shit that Chelsea showed me about it looked cool and gross. And, you know, it's a lot of stuff made by George R.R. Martin. He was a writer for the story of the game. So he'll be a producer here on the film. Anything to not write those last few books. But that'll be cool. Julia Ducournau has a new movie coming out. She made Raw, which I still haven't seen, I'm sorry, and Titan, which is fantastic and weird and fucked up, which I understand is also the case for Raw. She has a new movie called Alpha coming out, and it'll come out this October. It's premiering at Cannes, and then I guess Neon picked it up for distribution, and it'll be out in October in theaters. So another movie to look out for this year that isn't one of the big mainstream blockbuster or sequel movies. Her track record's real good with these two films. Makes very interesting, to say the least, films. Body horror. This one is about a troubled 13-year-old who lives with her single mom. The world collapses the day she returns from school with a tattoo on her arm. Tattoo on her arm sounds like more body horror. Great. So, yeah. Oh, we got a little teaser trailer here. She's French. I won't hold it against her. After Raw. And Titan. Good. I don't want to see anything more than that. Oh, whoops. Did you hear her through the mic? Yeah, let's see her. There she is. I didn't mean for that to autoplay, but if you haven't seen our interview with the Filippo brothers, make sure you do. That's great. They got so excited over Molly, and their energy is off the charts. Fantastic. Great guys. Awesome interview. Brides from Chloe Okuno, who did the Ratma segment of VHS 94, was going to star Micah Monroe. Now it's going to be Olivia Cook. So she's replacing Micah, which is sad because I love Micah. I love seeing her in horror, but I guess Micah has scheduling issues with Reminders of Him, and I was like, ooh, is that another horror movie? And I looked it up, and it's like a, at least it's based on like a romance novel, and I was like, all right, well, that's good for her. We don't need to cage our birds. We can let them fly to other genres. It's fine. So I'm sure Olivia Cook will do just as well. You got mixed reception, but I trust her. Victorian Psycho? What are you talking about, Mrs. Lucifer? Great name. Micah replaced Margaret Qualley in that? All right. Oh, Final Destination. Look at that, dude. Final Destination Bloodlines becomes the franchise's highest grossing film in just a week. Hell yeah. So happy for it. Also, I know, like, these. Ben left a note about inflation, and there's always comments in box office things about inflation. Like, you need to adjust the figures for inflation. You can't do that, dude. You can't do that. Especially with global figures. Different countries have different inflation rates. What are you going to do? You're going to track how much money it made in each market and then do all the inflation category. Like, you can't do it. Also, yes, if you adjust for inflation, that'll tell you one thing. But the reason we don't, besides, like, obviously we want to see new records set, we want to see big numbers, but it's also just such an entirely different market and world. You know, Gone with the Wind, which I believe is still the highest grossing movie adjusted for inflation, that's just a different world that it came out in, dude. With the re-releases, they would stay in theaters for like fucking months or like a year. There weren't video games or television. Like, it's just too many factors come into play when you start adjusting for inflation. It's like, well, should we also adjust for like the number of movies in competition? It's you can adjust for inflation if you want that information. Like, I do think it's interesting that Gone with the Wind is still the highest grossing fucking movie. Yeah, what the hell else were you going to do in the 40s except go see Gone with the Wind? Says Alex. That's right. But, so that's why instead of, like, complain, just accept it. We don't adjust for inflation. We just look at the box office of the current numbers. And with that, Final Destination Bloodlines is now the highest grossing. So that's cool. In any case, it's great that it's doing well. It's a fucking awesome movie. It's maybe my favorite of the franchise. I love it. Can't wait for the kill count on it because I know it's going to blow up. I always know when a kill count will do well because when that movie is in theaters, there are constant comments on the videos being like, please do Final Destination Bloodlines. Can you do Final Destination Bloodlines next week? Well, I mean, done Final Destination Bloodlines. And it's like, well, it's still in theaters. But to see that interest is really exciting. So I know it'll be big when it comes out, whenever that is. Do we know when the Blu-ray for this is coming out? Final Destination Bloodlines Blu-ray. Any idea? Does Amazon know? Not been released yet. Okay, I don't think we're gonna know this. No release date. Okay. So we will wait and see for that to come out. Remember, with a big movie like this, just because it's on streaming does not mean we were able to cover it. We want to wait for the Blu-ray, see all those fun behind-the-scenes stuff, work all that in. But boy, do I love it. Love that movie. When Evil Lurks, speaking of Blu-rays, is getting a 4K release. So if you want to celebrate the prime rib sweeping When Evil Lurks, aka When Evil Sweeps, on July 28th, it'll be out on new 4K release with a diabolical cover. Look at that. When Evil Sweeps. That's right, Michael. Social media coordinator Michael also in the chat as per usual. Stranger Things 5 teaser. So this came out yesterday. Stranger Things 5 will begin premiering in November. Another 3 episodes out on Christmas and the series finale on New Year's Eve. Meaning this show will be wrapped up by the end of 2025. I believe this means that we will have to spend all of our fucking time getting a Stranger Things 4 kill count out before then. And honestly, having it come out in October is probably the best for business. So expect a Stranger Things 4 kill count in October. I can't promise it because Jesus fucking Christ, we're talking about like 10 hours of footage to go through at least. How long is Stranger Things season 4? 13 hours of content to fit into a fucking video. It was good though. It was a good season. So I guess we'll fucking it's gonna be like a 2-hour kill count, dude. That's gonna be a fucking 2-hour kill count, dude. Guess best start working on that shit now. Best start putting it in the schedule, Ben. Oh my god. God, this is gonna be so fucking long. But it will be worth it, I think. It'll be worth it. To come out in October when we're peak views and interest right ahead of season 5. I think that I don't think we can beat that, dude. What was last year the big one? 5 Nights, and then what was the other big one that we were banking on in October that came out? When we're peak meat, that's right, Michael. Halloween Ends. Yeah, Halloween Ends was like our big one. It didn't quite reach 1 million in 24 hours, unfortunately. It got like 900 something. This is my new sights set on this one. Stranger Things 4 in October. Going for 1 million in a day. Hoping it'll happen. See, again, it's kind of like the inflation with the comparing views to like box office intake. Totally different landscape than it used to be, man. Twitch didn't exist back in the day. We've been at this so long that not Twitch, TikTok. Duh, Twitch obviously existed. But TikTok didn't exist back when Dead Meat started. We've been in this game so long, new social media have risen up since then. Just jumbling things. Chucky season 2 kill count, we're working on it. We are working on that one. I don't know when that'll be out. Went through the cable experience, but YouTube version? Yeah, pretty much, dude. I haven't watched this, so here, let's check this out. Oh, it's 2 minutes? I thought it'd be like a 30-second thing.
I think about that night all the time. The night it came for you.
All the old clips of when they were babies.
Tonight. All of this started.
So it's just mostly old.
Everything changed. We failed. But we need to be ready.
To be honest, I'm not even sure. Oh, that's new, right? That doesn't. Run! Oh, this head shaking. Okay. Great. Okay. Cool. Aren't all the kids like 30 now? No, they're like 20. They're like 20. James, when I put trailers into the trailer section, I don't know if I'm going to watch this. And then I just find trailers. Oh, I'm sorry for watching the Stranger Things 5 trailer, Ben. You're right. No one could have any interest in this. Here's some news stories closer to us. Zoe Luna and Aya Cash are starring in genre-bending Slay, penned by Jimmy Simpson. So Aya Cash, for any Boys fans, was she was the Nazi? What's her fucking name? Stormfront. She's also in Scare Me, which is a nice little movie with Josh Rubin. I think it's available on Shudder. If you like horror comedies that are inventive and creative, check out Scare Me. What's Zoe Luna in? The Craft Legacy. Anyway, they're going to be in Slay, which not only is written by Jimmy Simpson, but directed the scripted feature directorial debut. Way to be accurate, Deadline. That is accurate. Of Kiera Elise Gardner, our friend, former presenter for the Dead Meat Horror Awards. I think, what, last year, 2 years ago? It was at Mystic Museum that she came by, and she actually presented for Best Director. We love Kiera. She's so great. She's Tony Gardner's daughter. Tony Gardner, the Chucky effects artist, and that's why specifying scripted is important. She did do a feature documentary, Living with Chucky, which features me. I'm in it. And that is a McPoyle. That is a McPoyle, Caleb. He wrote and I believe is co-producing. Yeah, the two of them are co-producing this film. I've been following this film a bit with them and just their ups and downs with it. They've gone through a lot to get it done, but I'm super excited to see it. And they are also, they were just at Monsterpalooza doing a panel with Zoran. Zoran hosted a panel talking to them about it this past weekend at Monsterpalooza. Chelsea and I weren't at Monsterpalooza because we had the whole fucking, all that travel and that awful travel day, so we just need a weekend to kind of recover. But Zoran was there doing this panel, this Q&A, and which also featured Shawnee Smith, Amanda Young from Saw. She's in the movie. So that's pretty cool, and there is a Kickstarter for them to get it across the finish line with post-production. Yes. I just clicked that Kickstarter link that Ben posted. Here it is. So this is because they've run into some issues, and it's already been filmed. But here, oh, is this from this past weekend?
Hey guys, I am Kiera Gardner, the director of Slay.
I'm Tony Gardner, makeup effects artist for Slay.
And yesterday, day one of our Kickstarter campaign, you guys helped us raise $15,000. Thank you.
Nice, good job. This looks fun. What's this? What's this other video up here?
Hi friends, genre fans, full of real practical effects.
Practical
I had an
effects,
amazing
love to
time
see it.
getting to work with helped me.
Just like
I'm sure this is very cute and funny. In fact, they're do we have a link to their video that they did for Zoran's panel? I don't know how to find it because I'm not logged into Instagram, so it won't let me watch anything. They had a very funny promo advertising the panel at Monsterpalooza that made fun of Zoran in the way that we all do. Just not made fun of him, but you know, had fun with him. So can't wait to see Slay. Next up, related to us, is Never Hike Alone, Ghosts in the Fog. So this is an animated prequel to Never Hike Alone. Oh, my chat is messed up. Hold on. There we go. Now it's coming back. Thanks, Dylan Workman. Never Hike Alone, Ghosts in the Fog. And what's cool about this, an animated project, is it stars Zoran and Chelsea doing voice acting. So that's super exciting. They are both obviously very good at that job. And I'm excited to see this happen. This is by Vincent, who does the Never Hike Alone series, Vincent DeSanti.
Animated Friday the 13th fan Crystal Lake,
Loved
where they
Friday the
encounter the
13th.
ghost of Crystal Lake, Jason Voorhees.
I forget if the animation style is going to be this.
Featuring voice performances by Chelsea Rebecca and Zoran Vojic of the Dead Meat YouTube channel, as well as seasoned voice actor Diego Valenzuela, Ghosts in the Fog is a passion project that's made in collaboration with Mako Animation. So
they
in
are
return,
raising
we
funds
put
for that,
together
if you wanna
as
pitch
bonus
in on
content.
that.
Now, before we go any further, we should remind backers that Womp Stomp
And it will be, if this gets made, it'll be on the Blu-ray of Never Hike Alone as well, which is really cool. Cool. And then finally, another little project near and dear to us is No Late Fees. So this was written by Max DeLeo and Nick Scardarossi. And if you don't recognize those names, you should, because they're the co-writers of pregame. Remember every week during these live streams when you ask me about pregame, you ask me for pregame updates? This is related. Literally, Andy Lou just said, how's pregame in the chat? So this is by the same people. It's a script that Nick wrote while we were shopping around pregame. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate that. And the script is great. It is a period piece that's set in the 90s at a video rental store. And they are going to, much like they did with pregame, try to make this a short first in order to get the feature off the ground. So what's this video say? What's this video do?
Hi, I'm Nick Scardarossi. I'm the co-writer and co-star of No Late Fees.
I'm Max DeLeo. I'm the co-writer and director of No Late Fees.
No Late Fees is a horror sci-fi comedy about two people who haven't lived up to their potential working another late night in a video rental store.
When a creature from another
Stranger
world
Things.
shows up in search of blood and cinema.
How our heroes...
Yeah, so it's an alien sci-fi horror comedy. News stream, more like Nepo stream. Fuck off, Ben. Yeah, so like I said, I love the script for this. I'm excited to see it in short film form. And then once that's done, hopefully we can get the feature made. And it's about an alien. How much can I say? How much can I say about this? Like an alien crash lands with a thirst for blood and cinema. Yes, an alien lands and is in search of a specific 90s classic in this. Yeah, Attack the Block is definitely a good comp for it. That's why it's here. So yeah, check this out. We've already hit one deadline or one goal of the Kickstarter, but there are extended, more money for it is never bad. None of this is news. You're just promoting your friends' projects and GoFundMe. Dog, did you miss the first half hour of this stream when it was... Yes, I am just promoting my friends, Olivia Cook and Julia Ducournau. You're right. You got me. It's just all I'm doing is promoting my friends here. Listen, man. When you're good at making friends and they're creative folk, sometime they work on really cool shit that you want to share with people. If you have creative friends, you can do the same. Promoting my friend's Vecna. And it's still horror news. That's goddamn right. So, check out No Late Fees if you'd like. It is related to pregame, which we are trying to do something with now. Something different with. I won't get too much into it. Just because there's a lot. I'm juggling a lot, and it's one of the balls in the air. And in case it gets dropped, I don't want to, have to pick it up, crawl on the floor, pick it up, and be like, hey, I'm sorry I dropped this. So we're working, okay? How do you pronounce it, Brainster? Ducournau. It's French, so I'm not going to put too much stock in it. Pregame news. There you go. How do you pronounce Julia's last name? Please play more Fortnite with Sabrina Carpenter. My computer won't run Fortnite. It keeps crashing. This computer probably could. But my main computer downstairs, for some reason, Fortnite, I uninstalled and reinstalled. It's Ducournau. I'm not going to play. Don't you have a PS5? Yeah, let me just go play a shooter with a fucking controller, dog. Yeah, let me just go fucking with my thumbs with some joysticks on a shooter. Blech. Sorry, I play to win. So when I play a shooter, I would like to use... You play on Switch. Guys. Mouse. Keyboard. WASD. You're not going to be able to replicate the accuracy of a mouse, dog. Skill issue, I fear. What do you play with a controller, Mike? You play with a controller? That's why I'm always getting more kills with you when we squat up. Fucking controller for a fucking shooter. Get the fuck out of here. No, hold on. Let me turn very slowly to you because I hear some shooting going this way. Go. Fucking controller. Get the shit out of here, dude. Get that WASD, baby. Use that wrist. Oh, you can turn the sense up so that you can turn. Oh. All right, what movies are coming out this week? James can't play GoldenEye 64. GoldenEye, can you aim up? I know you can't. I don't think you can aim up, right? Isn't it just like the x-axis? I know you can't jump. I have heard of sensitivity settings. You know what my sensitivity settings are? My wrist exercises. These are the sensitivity settings right here, baby. That's all you need, honey. The Ritual comes out. This is that fucking Al Pacino Exorcist movies. Exorcist movies, man. Two priests, one in crisis with his faith, the other confronting a turbulent past, must overcome their differences to perform a risky exorcist. Oh man, I thought it'd be an easy exorcism. I thought we'd get a movie about a real simple, straightforward exorcism, but it's a risky one? Fuck. I'm all in then. I don't know, man. Maybe it's good. Dan Stevens is great. Love Dan Stevens. I just don't really care for exorcism movies. Anyone see this? Probably not. It's coming out. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought that was Watch Now on Apple TV. No, that's for Severance. Watch Severance. That's good. Dangerous Animals I've heard good things about, though. Which is funny, because is it a shark thing? It's a serial killer. A surfer gets abducted by a serial killer. I'm assuming a shark also comes into play. And shark stuff is another type of movie where I'm like, you know, I could take it or leave it. But I've heard good things about Dangerous Animals, so. It's a serial killer, and it's sharks. It's a serial killer who uses sharks as his weapon. It's a serial killer with dogs and bees, and when the dogs bark, the bees fly out of their mouth. I heard it's good, so cool. What's this last one? I Don't Understand You. Not an adaptation of the part in Fingertips by They Might Be Giants. It is a horror comedy about a couple who get stranded in rural Italy on the verge of adoption, and they're trying to reconnect during a disastrous vacation. I've never heard of this, but Nick Kroll, you know, Nick Kroll's good. Spoiler, there are 2 killer sharks. Yeah, they get the one killer shark down, and then another swims up and takes off his mask and was like, I was here too. All right. That's all the fucking horror news. We got some dead meat news, though. What do we got? Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to get the fucking music bumping again. Let's get that going. I got to unmute this tab. There we go. Dead meat news. What do you guys know? I don't even know what I've shared. Here's one. Golden Chainsaw and Dull Machete's daily calendar for 2026. This is available to pre-order, so you can have a calendar for next year. Oh, Black Phone 2 has a thing out. Maybe Chelsea and I can do a trailer reaction to Black Phone 2. Maybe you'll get that. Those trailer reactions are fun to do. So. Oh no, we got some trailers. We'll do some trailers after the Dead Meat news, okay? Because Frankenstein's on there. But Michael just sent a link in the chat. Simon & Schuster link. That's how official this is, baby. This is really fun. I did a Instagram live the other day, but I can do it here too. This is for 2026. It's a day-to-day calendar. And each day has either a dull machete, a golden chainsaw, or a numbers segment from kill counts. So this is really fun. My birthday, May 6th, has something from The Thing on it. The golden chainsaw from the thing. Golden chainsaw for cool skill goes to Dr. Copper. I just love the suddenness of that torso opening up and the way his hands are literally bitten off by a belly. What's July 6th? Is that your birthday, Ryan? What do we got? Ryan, your July 6th is a Monday. It's the Don't Breathe 2 Golden Chainsaw. Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill goes to Jared. I can't show it in the public version of this video, but his face gets fucked up. What's October 7th by Pleo? What do we got for Pleo on October 7th? It's the dull machete for the original Friday the 13th. That's a good one. Dull machete for lamest kill will go to Steve Christie. I get making the first 2 kills low-key to catch viewers off guard later, but by the time we get to body oil Steve's death, an off-screen stab doesn't cut it. I'll do one more. What do we got? Oh, I mean, Scalopleton gave me money, so I gotta check October 8th for his birthday. That's the numbers for Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Nice. There are 28 confirmed deaths in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. The victims include 5 human males, 3 human females, 19 android males, 19, and 1 android female, giving us one of those rare 4-piece pie charts. With a runtime of 98 minutes, we wind up with a kill on average every 3.5 minutes. Little icons, little custom icons there. Got pie charts on some of them. Oh, Froggy Fresh, you're in here all the time. April 24th, that's you. April 24th for Froggy Fresh. It's the golden chainsaw for the dentist. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Karen. It may not be the bloodiest, but it's always kind of stuck with me. I think actor Patty Toy did a great job selling it too. So yes, pre-ordering a calendar may seem dumb here in June the prior year, but if you pre-order it, dude, then you've got it. You don't got to worry about it. Makes a good gift. Makes a good gift for Christmas, because that's at the end of the year, and you're like, hey, here you go. Here's a calendar for next year. And this is going to live back here. And so next year, as we go through the year, we're going to all together go page by page. So it'll be fun. Yes, this is a 2026 calendar. This is for next year. When is delivery expected, Ben? Do we know? Haley Olsen had a good question. Delivery should be in July. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. So pre-order that. Send that link one more time, please, Ben, into the chat if you want to do it. And, yeah, so it's not Froggy Fresh the rapper, for everyone asking. There we go. Michael beat him to it. The Simon & Schuster link. And then what's really cool is if the pre-orders do well, this shit could be in stores. We could have a dead meat product in stores, motherfuckers. That'd be so cool. So, fingers crossed that you see some dead meat stuff at Barnes & Noble. That's cool. Barnes & Noble, here we come. That's right. All right, you all know that this Friday is the Stepfather 2 kill count. Wait, Ben, why does this say streaming Fortnite on Thursday? What is that? What? You're doing that with Zoran, right? Oh, we are? Okay. I'll play up here if the computer's still not working. Zoran said we're doing that? Oh, okay. On Thursday? Why? We're just doing Fortnite? Is there a reason? What's Thursday? What's live event? Are we done with the Star Wars shit? Fortnite. Oh, it's the Death Star live event. Okay. All right, I guess we're going to stream Fortnite on Thursday. Do we double check that my calendar's good with that? Oh, one of the Fortnite horror games. That's right. They have horror games in Fortnite now, and like Sinners has like a Fortnite thing, so we'll be doing that. And then maybe we'll see what the Death Star's doing. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, yeah. I got it. Friday will be the Stepfather 2 kill count. Yeah, there's like a Sinners thing in Fortnite. I don't know how that works, but we'll see. We'll all find out together. Hot Sauce Summer is happening. We've recorded the first episode. We're recording what, Ben? Friday will not be Stepfather 2? Next Friday. What's this Friday? There's not a kill count Friday? Is there not a kill count this Friday? There's not a kill count this Friday. Oh, we have so much more time than I thought. Wow. That's great. I was freaking out a little bit. Okay, no kill count this Friday. I'm sorry. But listen, also, I realized that, like, remember at the beginning of the year when I was like, I'm going to do kill count every other week? And people are like, oh, there's only 2 kill counts a month. That hasn't been the case, thanks to video game kill counts. And now, we're, that the video game kill counts are on hiatus, we're just filling in that gap. So it's going to be 3 kill counts a month. So, I don't know, you can just realize that, like, there's more kill counts than we thought. So, Stepfather 2 kill count will be out next Friday, okay? And it's a good one. Why are the game counts on hiatus? Because they take so fucking long, Dan, man. So, it was just like they were running at the end of the treadmill, is what Zorn was doing. And so we are fixing that by just having the summer off so they can catch up and get ahead on the episodes. You know, when a video is like an hour long, man, that's a lot of work for everyone. Writer, editor, host, everything. It's a lot. So they will catch up over the summer. They're working on them. It's not like they're not working on them. And by they, I mean Zoran and then the rest of the Dead Meat team, the writers, the editors. I watch cuts, I give approvals, I say what to cut and what to leave in. But it's mostly Zoran doing stuff. Can Chelsea do another kill count? Yeah, we'll have her do another one. Not sure when, but... Okay, so... Stepfather 2 kill count next Friday. And then after that, have we announced what it's going to be? I don't think we have, right? Ben, can I do that? Are we good to go? Ben's like, I don't see why not. Oh, thank you for liking the Mr. Crockett one. That one's kind of popping off, dude. That one's doing better than The Substance, doing better than As Above, So Below. It's doing real well. Thanks, Avery Hughes. Appreciate that. Come on, Ben, let me say what the fuck it is, dude. Everyone's telling you to. Everyone's peer pressuring you. I said sure. Oh, he said sure. Okay. Well, here's the thing. The episode after Stepfather 2, we're actually going to try to have out, I didn't tell you this, Ben. I want to have it come out a day early, publicly, because it makes sense to have it come out on Juneteenth, because it's the blackening. We're going to do the blackening for the kill count. Fun horror comedy. We covered it on the podcast last year, I think, when it came out. Was it last year? Maybe 2 years ago? But that'll be a fun one. It's a good little slasher. Very funny. And that'll be our Juneteenth episode. How does Ben have more power than James? It's not a matter of power. It's a matter of respecting his position and job. Ben handles the scheduling, dude. Ben is the one who's coordinating who's doing what when and letting me know what needs to get done by when. So it is saying, Ben, are we in line to have this episode out on time well enough for me to announce something? We didn't. You know what, Vicky? We didn't ever watch Set It Off. We should. Ben is the captain now. And then on the 27th? Friday the 27th? What kill count is that? That's gonna be... What was that one? Oh! Oh, that's the bigger one. Oh, wow, Ben just saying it. Did we say that? Well, now it's out. 27th is gonna be Jurassic World Dominion. I don't think we had announced that, Ben. I don't think we announced that, Ben. Wow, Ben getting the scoop there. So there are your... No, we had not, Ben. See, we're all of our fucking brains over here at Dead Meat are cooked. None of us know what's going on. There's your June kill count schedule. Friday the 13th, we got Stepfather 2 for Father's Day that weekend. Thursday, the 19th, Juneteenth, we got The Blackening. And Friday the 27th, we've got Jurassic World Dominion. There you go. There are your Friday kill counts. Again, 3 of them in the month. Not just 2, it's 3. So next time someone complains that we're not doing enough, taking 1 week off in a month from a kill count, I feel is pretty fucking reasonable. I still have not watched Dominion. I think I'm watching it today. I'm not looking forward to watching it or doing that kill count because I know it's going to be a long movie with a lot of action shit happening, but it'll be out before the new Jurassic World, and I'm sure a bunch of people are going to watch. I'm sure twice as many people will watch that kill count than Stepfather 2. Absolutely. So we'll see. We'll see. On the podcast, Hot Sauce Summer starts next week, June 11th, baby. We are going through all of the Saw films on the podcast. All 10 Saw films. We will be discussing them on a weekly basis, not every other week. The podcast will briefly return to a weekly release schedule for the summer of Saw. From June 11th to August 13th, you are going to have 10 episodes covering the 10 Saw films as Chelsea, me, and Gressel joins us for each episode. Gressel, who has never seen any of these movies before and gets to experience each one for the first time. All of their twists and turns. We have a camera on him. We bought a new camera just so his beautiful face can be in high def along with ours. And he will be experiencing all these Saw movies. Gressel, who was not a horror fan until a couple of years ago, is going to be sitting through the Saw films. Very excited for these. We love Saw so much. We've only watched the first 2. We've filmed the first one. We're filming the second episode tonight. But we are excited to get on with the Saw franchise. We love the soap opera. We're excited for it. We'll also be at VidCon on the 20th, I believe, June 20th. We will be doing a few panels and also a live podcast episode with Zoran. It'll be me, Chelsea, Zoran. I don't know what that podcast is going to be about, but that episode will probably come out much later in the summer after the Saw series ends. So, that'll be whatever. The VidCon podcast will not be Saw. So, we won't have a booth. We won't have the installation that we had last year. We'll see. We'll see what that podcast episode is. But if you want to come see a live Dead Meat podcast episode, come on down to Anaheim on Friday, June 20th to see it. Spree or Influencer would be on theme. Maybe we should do an Influencer movie. That'd be good. That's actually a good idea. We've already covered Spree and Influencer like on the kill count. But there are lots of them that exist. And I think that's not a bad idea. Okay, I think that's it for Dead Meat News. Anything else? Anything else you guys are wondering before we watch a few trailers? Oh, Deadstream. That's a good one that we haven't covered. Thank you so much, Umbra. I did not see the ARG. And thank you, Froggo. I don't know. Does Utah have any cool conventions or anything? Okay. I don't think anything. What do I think of this season of Fortnite? Hey, you know what? I was fine with my computer crapping out on me. I just don't like the names of the guns. It's dumb. It's dumb that they're all letters and numbers. It's hard to communicate with my squad about what we're doing when that's the case. Okay. What do we got? Darkness Boise? Darkness Con Boise? Okay. All right, trailers. We got Frankenstein. We got Welcome to Derry. We got Bleeding and Soul Reaper. So let's check these out. We got 4 trailers, and then I can go eat something before my workout. First up, Frankenstein. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? This is Guillermo del Toro, long awaited.
I had determined that the memory of my evils should die with me.
Oh, nice. Ship. Book? Hell yeah. Love that. It's the first image that we see.
Some of what I will tell you is fact. Some is not. But it is all true. What manner of creature is that? What manner of devil made him?
Oh, that's good.
I did.
I love that this looks like it's going to be a more accurate book adaptation. Mary Shelley book is so good.
An idea took shape in my mind. Inevitable. Unavoidable. Until it became truth.
Oh, look at that set design. That's fun. Oh, what?
In seeking life, I created death.
Yes. Oh. Guillermo's not afraid to get bloody or gory, dude. Yes, I love keeping the monster a little hidden for now. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. This looks awesome. Who was that? Red Devil. Oh, man. Oh, the visuals in this look so good. I'm so excited. This has been discussed for so long. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. And the fact that it's finally happening and looks like it's going to be fucking worth the wait is so cool. Yeah, who is that red baddie? Oh, this looks very good. Super excited about this. Hell yes. Great. Welcome to Derry. All right. Oh, what's the date? That's November. Frankenstein's coming out in November on Netflix. It's got to get a fucking theater release too, right? Oh, Charles Dance is in this too? Great. Mia Goth. Hell yeah. Is this not getting a theater release? What? What? Wow, that fucking sucks. Are you fucking kidding me? Why not, dude? Stupid. Fuck. That blows. Welcome to Derry.
You poor thing. Get in before you catch your death of cold.
Don't do it, kid.
Now you just tell us where home is. We'll get you back to your parents safe and sound, okay?
I don't trust these folk.
Anywhere but Derry.
They look like sinners vampires.
My family and I just moved to town.
Oh!
Hey, baby.
Dude. I knew it. I knew that the 28 Years Later trailer would kick off a thing where we're using like old-timey audio from songs and recordings. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Today was 4 months. And they never even found a body. That means murder.
This business with the missing kids. Do I need to be concerned? Never a bad idea to keep the people you love.
Kids on Bikes, Classic King. So this is a prequel series to stuff like It that we're all familiar with. Is the timing right? Is this the Black Spot? Is this gonna be the Black Spot? Black Phone 2 trailer uses an old song too. Fuck yeah. You fucking can tell, dude. You know that when a trailer comes out and it just like upends everything and sets view records and has a very distinct style, you're like, that's gonna happen. Black Spot is up first? Yeah, okay, that checks out. 60s, Derry.
Close.
No adult's ever gonna believe what we saw. I wouldn't.
There's a history of stuff like this happening in Derry.
You kids keep your noses out of police business.
I heard voices. In the pipes.
You don't want to hear voices in the pipes in Derry, dude.
Have you ever heard of something like that?
There's something bad here in Derry.
Oh, look at that motherfucker's back! Look at that motherfucker's back, dude! Fun. Good stuff. Who's, is it Skarsgård again? Or is it a different, is it Billy Scars or is it a different, Pennywise? And then, yeah, this comment says, the show is planned to have 3 seasons. Every season is going to go further back in time. A little Fear Streety. So that's cool. And it's Billy? It's Billy Scars? Oh, shit, dude. Oh, we're back. We're back. That's cool. I think that looks good. Coming this fall to HBO Max. Man, horror fans, like, any of you youngins, you don't understand how fucking lucky we are right now. Like, to be a horror fan in, like, the 2000s, your options were so limited. We just get so much good stuff all the time. All year round. Movies, shows, games, like, you don't get it. And anyone who says, like, oh, horror movies aren't as good as they, like, fuck off. We are in the best time ever to be horror fans, and it's so good. And I just want you all to appreciate it, you know? Just try to be present and live in the moment. Because it might not always be like this. In a few years or 10 years, maybe something will happen and horror won't be hot anymore. But right now, it's fucking great, man. It's real good. Season 1, 1962. Season 2, 1935. Season 3, 1908. Those are all interesting years to me. Cool. Very cool. What was this? What's bleeding? I don't know if I want to, I'm really hungry, guys. I'm really hungry. What's this one? And then, what's the last one? Soul Reaper. Yeah, I think I'm going to skip out on these two. I'm so sorry. But there are 2 more trailers that you can watch if you would like to watch them. I need to eat. And then, hopefully, we'll do a Black Phone 2 trailer video, like, dedicated video. So, it's giving when I was your age, we walked 10 miles in the snow. We did, Vicky. We did walk 10 miles in the snow for fucking Darkness Falls. That's what we were rewarded with after that hike. It's fucking Darkness Falls. And stay alive. Now we get to sit at home on our couch and watch Welcome to Derry. All right. Thank you so much. Good to be back. Love these. Happy to be doing them again. We'll see you next year. Not next year. We'll see you next week. And we got a lot of fun. No Darkness Falls slander, please and thank you. You're right. We already have over an hour of that on the podcast. So go enjoy that if you'd like. Thanks, everyone. You're all great. Thanks. All right, bye.